Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma and this here is my little craft corner where I talk about knitting and sometimes other yarn related stuff. But today I have for you 6 free cardigan patterns. I really want to share with you these beautiful patterns because it is still August, it's the end of August, but the weather has been up and down everywhere. Fall is almost here, so it's nice cardigan sweater, and I just wanted to share with you these 6 cardigans. I will start with more basic cardigans, then one that has beautiful cabling, then we'll move on to one that has beautiful color work, and then 2 more famous cardigans that are for free. Let me just get started here. I have my laptop here, as always. If you've been here before, you know that I always have the patterns on my laptop and I just read off of this a little bit to help me with remembering all the pattern details. I will also pop up the patterns over here, so that's why I'm a bit to the side. I will pop up the patterns over here when I'm talking about them, so that you just kind of know what I'm talking about. So the first cardigan I have is the Hillside Cardigan by Ashley Lillis. And this is a super bulky weight cardigan, which it's just so simple and so beautiful, and I love it. It is a simple raglan cardigan. This cardigan is as well. I realize now that I have not shared what I'm wearing. This is my Edgar cardigan by Colibri by Johanna. This is not a free pattern, but I just wanted to wear a cardigan for the video, and this is the only cardigan that I've knit. So that's why we are here. This is the Edgar cardigan by Colibri by Johanna, and it's not free, but these 6 patterns are. So this is also a raglan. This one is as well. The Hillside cardigan is knit up on 9mm needles. That is super bulky. It comes in 6 sizes. It's here. The finished bust circumference of the sizes are between 33.5 and 53.5 inches, which equals to 84.5 to 135.5 centimeters. So there's a bit of a range there. It's not the biggest range, but it is a free pattern, and I feel like it's quite okay-ish adjustable raglan. If you wanted to size up or size down a little bit, you will just do fewer or more raglan repeats. But anyway, this is a beautiful, cozy, super bulky weight cardigan, and I would love to knit this up. I'm not a bulky weight knitter at all, but if I were, I'd knit this up. It's just so simple, so elegant. It's just, yeah, seems to be a very great staple for if you're a person who works in an office. You can just put this over anything. If you make it a bit of a neutral color, you can dress it up, you can dress it down. It's just, there is really some variation there with what you can do. I love it. I'm just not a super bulky weight knitter, which is okay. I'm a bit more comfortable about 4 to 5mm in that range. Then the second cardigan that I have is called My Comfiest Knit Cardigan by Jessica Reeves Potats. And this is made with 8mm needles, also quite bulky. It says worsted, but I don't know, it's thick. I always call thick yarn bulky for some reason. But it is called worsted. It's knit up on 8mm needles. Sizes range from small to 2XL. And this is just a beautiful long cardigan that kind of reminds me of my mom for some. I know she watches my videos, so hi mom. Kind of reminds me of cardigans that she would wear, like the longer ones. I don't know. But it has pockets, and I love that. If I were to knit this, I wouldn't knit it full length. I'm a very short person, so if I knit this cardigan in full length, it will basically go down to my knees or my ankles. I'm not really a fan of that. I'll just knit it regular length, but with the pockets, of course. This is just, again, a beautiful, simple, elegant pattern. It's easy to dress up, to dress down, just throw over something. It doesn't have to be a part of your outfit, but it will match with your outfit, and nevertheless, which is great. It is not a raglan. It is with set-in sleeves, so you knit the back, then the front, then the sleeves. Yeah, it's just very beautiful. I don't know what else to say. Again, I'm not a very bulky or worsted weight knitter, but if I were, this would be a great pattern. I would just not knit it full length, but it's a great, I feel like these basic free patterns are a great baseline for whatever you want to create. So you could just go off of this and maybe add in some detailing with a duplicate stitch or intarsia or whatever, or it's a bit of a knit purl texture, or you can just kind of make it your own. But because this is a free pattern, it's just easier accessible. I feel like these two patterns are great for making things your own. The next pattern, we're already up to the pattern that are a bit more detailed. This is a cabled cardigan. It is called the Osbol by Amy Christoffers, and this is super gorgeous. I already shared this in a previous video. I think it was my free spring patterns video. I will link it up here so you can watch that as well. We're not in spring, but I shared cardigans and I think some socks as well. I don't know. But this was in it as well. This is just so beautiful. I'm first of all in love with the color they used. It is like variegated-ish. There's a bit of purple in there, but it's also red, brown-ish. I don't know, it's just beautiful. But that's not the point. We're talking about the pattern here. This is knit up in bulky weight yarn, but needle size is 5 to 6.5. So that doesn't really make sense with the previous one being 8mm and being worsted. I don't know. It is knit up with 6.5mm needles and then 5.5 for the ribbing, I assume. Sizes available are, oh yeah, this was the weird one. Let me click on this. Yeah, sizes available are extra small to 3XL. That's a bit of a bigger size range. It ranges from 40.75 inches to 66.5 inches and 103.5 centimeters to 167. I always mix that up. 167 centimeters. That's a pretty okay range. Yeah, I just love how this looks. I'm not sure if I would knit it. It's not my personal taste. Well, I do love it. It's just not my knitting taste, I think. Yeah, but this is just super gorgeous. I love the neckline, like the folding it over, because if it gets really cold, you can just flop it up and kind of wrap your neck in it. I love that. I love this pattern. What else can I say? Let's move on to the colorwork pattern I have here. This is called the Maya cardigan by Helene Magnussen. This is so gorgeous. Like, wow. I don't know if I would ever be able to knit this, because it is just, it looks so complicated. I'm not a great interior person. It just looks so complicated, but it's so beautiful, so I might have to give it a try one day. This is knit up in Aran weight yarn on 4.5mm needles and 4mm for all the ribbing and detailing. So that's a bit more in my range of needle sizes. The sizes that are available for this pattern are extra small to 4XL. That's a pretty great size range, and I don't know, it's just so beautiful. I'm literally at a loss of words for, like, you've seen the picture, it practically sells itself. Like, I don't have to tell you anything about this pattern anymore. It just, how can you not want to knit this? Yeah, so this is beautiful, and I think I will need to stitch this up one day if I'm stashing down right now. So if I've done that, I'll buy yarn for this, and then I'll knit this cardigan, and it will be literally, I think, my magnum opus, because wow, this is going to take me a year to knit. I can already tell you that. It's just insane. Anyway, that was the color work cardigan that I wanted to show you, and now I just have the famous cardigans, I call them. First of all, the Folklore cardigan by Lion Brand Yarn. This is knit up in 5.5mm needles using Aran Way yarn. It comes in 3 sizes: small/medium, large/extra large, and 2XL/3XL. The finished bust is about 45 to 60 inches, which is 140.5 to 152.5 centimeters. Yeah, got that right. This is a beautiful pattern that I've been knitting for quite a while now. If I find a picture, I will put up the back panel that I knit. I finished that already. I'm working on one of the front parts, but kind of haven't done that in a bit because I have to do math, and I really don't want to do math. I really want to pick this up because this pattern is just so gorgeous, and I just want to finish this. Yeah, it's so pretty, and I really want to have this. It's a great replica of the cardigan by Taylor Swift, which is inspired by her music video for Cardigan, where she wears this cardigan. And now with every album that she re-releases or just releases, she puts out a new version of this cardigan with just the colors that correspond with the album. Sometimes the pattern is a tiny bit different, but mostly it is the same. So you can just pick your own colors for your favorite album, knit this up, and it's beautiful. So yeah, that was the first famous pattern that I want to share with you. Then the second is the Color Block Patchwork cardigan by J.W. Anderson, which is better known as the Harry Styles cardigan, obviously. This is a great patchwork cardigan knit up in 8mm needles using 4 and 5.5 for the ribbing and stuff like that. But this is just made up with tiny squares. You just knit only squares and then you stitch them together, making a patchwork cardigan. I think this is really cute. Might just stitch it up using different colors, just kind of having it be inspired by this cardigan, but not really replicating it, because I do think the concept is really fun. And yeah, the concept is really fun, and I will probably have a lot of leftover yarns laying around that I can just use up for this. So that's beautiful. And I see it has 701 projects on Ravelry, which is quite a lot. All these patterns that I just mentioned will be put in a Ravelry bundle that you can find down below in my description box. You can just click on that, then you'll have all the patterns. You don't have to do any looking around on Ravelry to find them. I always just have them down here in the description box. And the description box is right below the subscribe button and the like button. I would love it if you could just click those to subscribe, to like this video. It really helps me out a lot. And if you could also leave a comment down below stating your favorite free cardigan, or maybe you knit one of these and you want to share your experience. Maybe you have a different free cardigan that you would like me to see, because obviously I couldn't cover everything. There is so much out there and I couldn't cover it all. So if you have any other recommendations, please leave them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Bye!